clothes. They all had like the same uniform and shit, right?
Pretty much.
So it's not like she's like, oh shit, it's my boyfriend's shirt. That would have been fucking weird.
You remind me of my boyfriend. Fuck. You're wearing his sword. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't think she would have known that. All right, everybody, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and 3D movies. My name is Brent, aka Boo-Wop. I'm here with my man's Rick, aka A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
Dude, I woke up today, I think around 9 o'clock, and you know, I live on the first floor, so I have my blinds closed because I don't want anyone peeking in.
Okay.
And then I was like walking to my car with my, I had like just regular t-shirt and jeans on, and then I'm like pulling out of my garage, and I didn't realize it was fucking raining.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't have an umbrella, I didn't have a jacket, so I had to go to Rouse, and then I was like, too late, I'm already in it to win it, so I'm not gonna turn back. So I ended up just going to the grocery store, and oh man, I got super soaked, and I was like, what the hell? I should have like checked the weather.
Were you just wearing a t-shirt, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
like my
shit.
pajama t-shirt and like some just regular pair of jeans, and I was like, yep, I just gotta pick up some tissue paper and some, I forgot what else, but yeah, came back and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I
Got
went
me.
to where did I go? Oh, I went to H Mart just to buy some meats, for homemade Korean barbecue and shit.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I was out there and I have a window that I like to keep open, I was playing some City Heroes this morning, so I had the window a little open and I kind of looked outside and it looks regular, until I looked down onto the sidewalk, like the cement, and it's a little bit darker. So I was like, oh shit, it's raining outside. So I throw on a jacket. I go outside. I get to H Mart. It's pretty consistent. It's not really too heavy of a rain. It's kind of like a consistent drizzle,
Uh-huh.
And there were people out there in shorts and flip flops and shit. I was like, oh no, you did not know it was gonna rain today. So I'd like to imagine that's what happened to you today, man. So R.I.P.
Exactly. I was so shocked. I was like, fuck. Oh my god.
That's fucking funny, man. But yeah, no, I guess it really hasn't been a slow week. A lot's been going on. Nothing can ever follow up like the same week that Avengers, Game of Thrones, and everything fucking happened all at once, dude. We got some news this week, man. I watched Detective Pikachu this past week, dude.
Oh, nice. How did you like it?
So, my favorite Pokemon is Gengar, and
Hey, we don't need
is Blastoise. And they had a little bit of a kerfuffle, a little bit of a battle in Detective Pikachu, dude. And I just, when I saw how that battle turned out, Detective Pikachu turned into my favorite movie, dude.
Good thing this is all fan fiction. This is not canon to the lore. Good thing.
No, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's kind of easy to forget that it's a kids movie. So it's something from after watching like fucking Game of Thrones, for a month straight, and then watching Detective Pikachu, it's like, oh my god. This plot is so simple,
I know, it's like so predictable that I was like, man, I'm enjoying the little subtle themes from Pokemon inside.
And it's I don't know, I kind of saw where the twist was going, right? We'll do a spoiler alert because Rick was trying his hardest not to spoil this movie for me last week, man. But spoiler alert, dude. It turns out that human consciences are what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Like inhabiting Pokemon at this point. It's like Pokemon are being possessed by humans or something. That's what this dude in the movie wants because he's in like a wheelchair. He's disabled. So he wants to be able to walk around and shit again. So he wants to put his consciousness into Mewtwo's body, right? And he wants the whole world to experience this or something like that. Again, kids movie. lot of plot holes. We're not really gonna get into it. It's a kids movie. So Ryan Reynolds, who's the voice of Detective Pikachu, that's his consciousness. He comes up in the end as the main character's dad, and the whole movie they're showing like this security footage of what the main character's dad is doing throughout the whole movie. And Ryan Reynolds just comes up at the end after he comes out of Pikachu's body. He's like, hey, son, have a good trip back home. And you're like, oh, my God. Of course this was going to happen.
What I don't understand is, like, wouldn't you remember, your dad's voice? Has it really been that long?
Yeah,
to
that's
the
very
point?
true.
It's like,
yeah.
you could not remember it, and I don't know. But it was, it was cool. It was cool. And then I was thinking, I was like, if he's perfecting, transferring the consciousness into a Pokemon, then like, what happens to your real body? It looks like when you unplugged your real body, you return back to your real body. So all you were really doing was just controlling a Pokemon. You weren't really inside the Pokemon. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's true. You're right, because during that parade, when everybody did turn into Pokemon, yeah, their bodies weren't just laying around everywhere. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Again, kids movie, dude. Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah. But, I was expecting, for them to be in the Pokemon League to do more Pokemon battles with each other.
Uh-huh.
But, the whole premise was them, like, coexisting with each other. So I was like, oh, everything is banned, so we won't see as much battles. And then when we saw that one, Blastoise and Gengar, I was like, oh, this is sick, even though it's pretty
it's
fake.
Illegal.
But
It's like underground battling, dude.
yeah, that was like, oh, that's pretty sick, But I guess outside of town, they're still allowed to battle with each other.
Yeah,
so
it was just that town specifically because that guy, well, it's fucking, what's his name? Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. The actor is Bill Nighy. He's a pretty good actor, dude. He's in a lot of movies I like. Who he was in? You ever watch Shaun of the Dead?
Yes.
He's I think it's his stepdad in Shaun of the Dead. Where they lock him in the car. He turns into a zombie. That guy's a great actor. He's funny as shit. But yeah, he's the one that basically built that town and made those specific rules, because they showed like a little bit of a Pokemon like league battle. Those guys all dressed up in there in a stadium,
Yeah.
So I like the little, what do you call it? The like they don't have to explain anything in there, right? Like there's this one part where Pikachu's like trying to kick a Magikarp because he's fighting Charizard, and he's like, I know Magikarp is the most powerful Pokemon because he can turn into Gyarados. He just needs a little push or something, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, they don't really need to go too in depth about that because we know how dangerous that is. And then this is going to Psyduck. He's always calling Psyduck a fucking like time bomb or something, because if he gets a headache, he could just explode or something. Like that. Yeah. And from what I remember in the cartoon, that shit took forever. That shit was like he always had a headache, then one day he turned Super Saiyan and solved all their problems, remember, dude?
Yeah.
When they were in real trouble. So it's funny that just happened real quick in the movie, dude.
Yeah. I remember in the cartoon they kept hitting his head too with like a stick or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got a worse headache. But also, my cousin did point out too, it's like most of the movie they could have left out, which was the part where I forgot what Pokemon is, the plant Pokemon. Remember where they're like rising and they're huge, and they're like the forest was like dividing.
Oh yeah. The turtle guys with the backs. Yeah.
They're like they spent like a good portion of them just getting out of the forest when all they did was just stand up and then sit back down. It's like they could have at least like cut a good portion of that and did more Pokemon battles in the underground Pokemon area.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, they were just showing. That was just to show like the experiments that they were doing on the Pokemon. They showed Greninja, and they didn't really show Greninja.
Yeah.
They were just throwing their ninja stars around everywhere. But yeah, I think that was the best part, man. Was the battles in that club, dude.
Oh, I like the one with the Pikachu versus Mewtwo on the blimps. That was pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah, that part was pretty cool too. It's just super OP because Pikachu can't fly or anything, dude.
Yeah.
But no, it's sick because it's not like it wasn't really cheesy where there were trainers on either side saying Gengar do this or Blastoise do that. They were just like fighting it out, both of them, and Gengar was like Naruto. Freaking, there was 10 of them inside there, and Blastoise was spinning and shooting water everywhere trying to kill him. So, dude, that part was fucking amazing to me, man. They need to make a Pokemon movie where they follow a trainer, dude. That would be sick.
That would be pretty sick. Yeah.
And not have it like some end of the world scenario, you know? I feel like every Pokemon movie is oh shit, dude, the legendary birds are gonna wipe out humanity. Yeah. Kyogre is gonna fucking have a tidal wave go over this island. We can't do that, you know? Just have something regular. Just a guy, you know,
trying to become the Pokemon master.
Exactly. Maybe one of the guys from the beginning of the Pokemon movie. Oh, when he was trying to catch that Cubone, dude. That was pretty funny. That was just crazy too when the Cubone threw his bone at him and it like fucking exploded, dude.
Yeah.
That was crazy, man.
Dude, the music was pretty good too. Like it was kind of like hinted with Pokemon music inside to modern day music, and I was like, I really like that. So
yeah, because it was all modern kind of music with real instruments, but you could still kind of hear the Game Boy sounds in the back.
Yeah,
very much so. So yeah, no, not a bad movie at all, man. It's kind of crazy, dude. It was funny how what do you call it, man? It was kind of funny how all the trailers, because we got there right when the trailers started, it was all kids movies that I'm never gonna watch, dude. That I'd never heard of in my life, man.
Really? Dude, we had like Godzilla, Spider-Man. It was crazy.
So it was Godzilla. There was this like time traveling movie. There was Sonic. There was just a bunch of kids movies, dude. There was Leave Your Pets at Home 2 or something like that, or How to Raise Your Pets, some shit like that, dude.
Oh.
Yeah. The Life of a Dog, which spoils the whole movie in the fucking trailer, dude. I don't know, man. It's crazy, dude.
I do want to see Godzilla though. That looked really good. That lengthy trailer of like it was showing like all of the monsters coming out and they're relying on Godzilla. I was like, man, this is awesome.
It's just gonna be funny to try and see the humans get involved in that, because aren't they gonna go through and like use fighter jets to try and shoot down Mothra or something like that, dude? They'll just get blown up in one hit, dude.
They're gonna have a button and it's gonna summon Godzilla again. Or summon Godzuki, and then it's gonna summon Godzilla.
If Godzuki comes out in that movie, that's insane, dude. But yeah, dude. So it was like good times. Good job, Pokemon movie. Now do something better. With actual trainers and Pokemon battles, dude. What we're used to. The event stuff in Pokemon Go was good. It ended earlier this week too. I think around was it Thursday or Friday when the event ended?
No, it did it.
Yeah. There's no more Detective Hat Pikachus. That's why there's the new Pokemon that are spawning up. There's those new bugs, the Shellos and all those guys.
Damn it! I need one of the field research tasks, but I guess I have to delete it.
No. What was it for?
Charizard. You have to get no. Charizard. Flareon. I need a bunch of Flareons.
Interesting. What do you get from that one?
I don't know. I was just trying to complete it, but yeah, I'll just delete it.
Oh, dude, that reminds me, man. There was that one. So I had the research task. I just finished it now because I think I had to catch like Jigglypuffs or something. And those are still pretty regular. But yeah, you catch or you get a Zubat that turns into a Ditto afterwards. Remember Ditto in the fucking movie?
Dude, Ditto was scary as shit, man. Well,
that was crazy.
Especially, I thought it'd be cute, you know, like in the cartoon. But no, man, like when it transformed into a human and it kept the eyes, I was like, dude, I'm going to have fucking nightmares forever.
But wait, isn't that exactly what happens in the...
Heck yeah, it does, but still, they didn't have to They could have made it at least a little bit better, like give it a little white behind it or something, pupils. I don't know. That was hella scary.
Because doesn't it turn into Jesse or James or something like that in the cartoon?
Yeah, and it shows its eyes, and it's like, oh, okay.
When it turned into that reporter chick and it started like fighting the main character, that was fucking hilarious, dude.
And it was trying to kill him. I was like, dude,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
giving me nightmares. But then I was okay when it turned into Cubone and it was like knocking his fingers off of the ledge.
Yeah.
When he was hanging off the ledge, I was like, okay, this is fine. You can turn into other Pokemon, but stop turning into actual people. 'Cause, damn, this is rated R at this point.
Yeah, that can get super weird. But is that just because that Ditto got experimented on, or you think every Ditto can like turn into people too?
Like it's supposed to be Ditto was supposed to be experimented Mew or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he has similar genetics as Mew, the same weight, the same I don't know DNA and all that. So yeah, that's why Ditto's a failed experiment, basically.
Oh, okay. And now is Ditto part of what's that? The little guy with the screw on his head? Are they basically the same?
Oh,
thing?
Melton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea how that lore goes, but yeah.
Because I remember I had to catch a Ditto for one of the Meltan little things, dude. Field researches to get him. I still haven't caught him yet, dude. I think I'm on step 8 out of 9 to catch.
Me too.
Meltan on the little challenge thing. Even though
You
you already
need, like,
have an
Aerodactyl.
evolved version of him, don't you?
Yeah, you need Aerodactyl, you need Kabuto or Kabuto. I forgot.
yeah.
You need the relics Pokemon.
That's the exact one I'm on, dude. That's kind of funny. But yeah, dude, Pokemon, good times, dude. Who would have known that from 5th grade we would be talking Pokemon still today?
Shoot, I'm gonna be a Pokemon master. I just ended up ordering a Pokemon hat, Ash hat, but
What?
it's black. It's black.
What does it have? Just
So,
like that green?
It just
logo on
has. Well, I saw the hat. It was black, and there's one with it's green and one with it's just black.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm just gonna get the black, so it's subtle.
Yeah.
But it has the symbol of ashes, that C
Mm-hmm.
logo, and it's all black. So the hat is like a flat bill. It's all black, and I
okay.
was like, oh, cool. I'll rock this now. Subtle.
bad.
Only
That's not
people would recognize it.
Yeah. Did they ever
So.
say what that stood for on his hat?
I don't know. I think I need to look that up. I was like, is that a Japanese letter? What is Ash's hat?
It looks like doesn't it look like Lexus, like the car?
Oh yeah, huh?
Except it has a dot in it. Does it say what it stands for?
Symbol on his hat.
Like you don't realize in Dragon Ball that all those symbols stand for capsule core. Or they invent the capsules that turn into like boats and spaceships and shit in your pocket. Nothing.
It's-
Doesn't say, dude.
It just says a stylized L.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
On the front.
So, Ash is a fan of Lexus cars, dude. Easy enough.
There you go.
We
I
can-
drive a Lexus.
We ended the debate in the wonderment today. So nothing too big happened this week, but a lot of little stuff. So we'll just go over each one of these things real quick, one by one, quick fire, dude. A game that I actually mentioned on here when it first got shown, maybe at E3 last year, came out, and it looks pretty good. Plague Tale, the one with all those rats that you have to scare away with all the fire and stuff. Do you remember that game?
No. What is it called?
A Plague Tale. So it's kind of like, how can I describe this? It looks like The Witcher. It takes place kind of, medieval times, and you're just regular people running away from a bunch of plague-infested rats. And the way that you can kind of clear a path for yourself is by like lighting fires, because the rats are scared of fire and all that stuff. I initially saw this maybe at E3 last year during some trailers and things like that, and it finally came out. And it looks great. I think it got decent reviews. It's a good kind of single player story game that I'd totally be into. But I'm just never gonna buy a new video game, dude. Or at least for a while. I'm not gonna buy a new video game for a while, man. So this might be, I think I totally fully understand what people mean when they, can't afford a video game and just watch what do you call it, dude? Just watch Let's Plays on YouTube. I think this game is gonna fall into that category where I just watch YouTube videos of it.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It looks really good. Are you sure you're not gonna pick this up? This looks pretty interesting.
I don't think, at least for now, it's not worth it to me. There's so much other stuff I need to play. Backlogs, and we're just getting back into City Heroes, dude. Like, now we're really starting to get into City Heroes where we're looking up set bonuses and fucking enhancements, invention enhancements, dude. I'm getting too deep, man. I'm getting way too deep. I'm even considering or like looking up apps on how to keep track of the auction house, dude, while you're not logged in the game. So, yeah, man, we're getting too deep, dude. I don't think I'll be buying a new game for a while. But yeah, plus that one, single player game. I don't think I can spend like $40 on a single player game right now that I'm only going to play once. You know what I mean?
True, but it could be like The Last of Us, where you play once and it's a lifetime kind of experience.
Maybe that's true too. But no, am I looking at Plague Tale and really comparing it to The Last of Us? I don't think so, dude.
It could be like Uncharted, and you could start it off its own series.
Nah, dude, rats are scary. Plus, I don't know how this ends. I don't know, so I don't want any spoilers on fucking Plague Tale, dude. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna die at the end, dude.
Yeah, this looks pretty scary to me. I'm actually looking at it.
Like, the whole thing is like you can't what do you call it, dude? You can't attack, you can't really kill anybody. I think you just set traps using the rats to kill knights that are guarding shit around there. So yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe eventually if it's ever on sale or when I do have time, but yeah, I think we're getting to a point where we're gonna have to skip video games, dude. We won't be able to play everything out there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
A couple of those games that we used to be heavily involved with and don't really touch anymore. Division 2 and Destiny 2, man. Some news about those this week. Division 2 just came out with their first 8-man raid, I think, over the past week. And the first team, it took them about 5 hours to beat it. So it's not really, I don't think they're on Destiny type levels of raid yet. And the only interesting thing about this, I don't know as of now, but I know as of earlier this week, no one on console could beat the raid. Only people on PC were able to finish the raid, dude.
So that means you have to have 360 no scope accuracy? Is that why people on the consoles can't?
Pretty much. I think that's what the reports are. Is there's just a lot of the enemies aren't so hard to kill. It's just the fact that there are a lot of enemies all around the place. So you have to aim one place, and you have to aim behind you, then you have to aim in another direction. So it's a lot easier, right? Because you can aim a lot quicker on PC. I mean, even with, that's interesting though, because doesn't Division period have aim assist?
Division 2, I don't know.
I don't remember if the first Division had aim assist, man.
Oh yeah, it did.
It did. So Division 2 has to have some kind of aim assist. I mean, consoles in general just have to have some kind of aim assist.
Well, I don't think we were able to like turn like crazy that fast. I remember I turned my difficulty to super slow.
Oh yeah. So, I wonder if the counterattack is to turn your sensitivity up to 10. Just hope that auto aim picks something up when you turn around. But yeah, so unfortunately, I think a lot of people can't get past there's like 4 bosses in the Division 2 raid, and a lot of people can't get past the first boss, which is supposed to be like the gear check. You remember in Destiny raids where it's like, all right, if you can't pass this, then just go get higher level gear.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, everybody on consoles has the highest level gear, and they still can't get past the
gear
check.
Damn.
So RIP, man. Yeah. It is unfortunately a skill thing. I don't know how you fix this. How would you fix this on consoles, dude?
Reduce the HP off of the enemies at least, or lesser enemies or something like that.
Yeah.
More damage to the guns. I don't know.
I think, less balancing and more like raid mechanics. Maybe have 2 or 3 places where the enemies spawn from instead of like, so many where you have to turn around all the way behind you to look for an enemy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So there might be a way Division 2 can fix this. It's just super funny, man. Just another way people can run around. PC Master Race, bro. PC Master Race. Yeah, it's interesting. Destiny 2, kind of new news, but old news, dude. They're just nerfing all the guns again, man, per usual.
Oh yeah, I think people are pretty upset with that. Like all their guns they got are getting nerfed,
Yeah,
and it is like because they had to keep it in check, otherwise everything is going to be completely unbalanced.
yeah, which is always a thing, man. I feel like I've kind of been thinking about this for a while too. They just need to come out with a PvP mode where everything's uniform, you know? Like all the hand cannons are the same, all the assault rifles are the same, all the pulse rifles are the same, scout rifles the same, all that stuff. You just pick a loadout of which guns you want to use and then just do that, you know? With the exotic stuff, just have a separate playlist where you use those guns, and just have it go from there. Because I know there's a lot of people that really do enjoy just like the PvP version of Destiny. And then there's everybody else that just likes the raids and the PvE content. So I feel like they should just separate that shit. Because a lot of the changes I feel like they make for PvP, don't you think?
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. It's like they have. I don't know, because if you reach the end game and you beat everything, you know, all you have left is to beat other skilled players.
Yeah, you're right. What's left to do? It's just kind of funny, man. Otherwise, you can't get mad, right, at someone who has, what was the gun back in the day that didn't have to reload? Black Hammer or Black Spindle? You can't get mad that someone's using a gun that you designed the right way.
So good
in single player.
To the point.
Yeah. You can't blame us. We're not taking advantage of everything. These are the rules that you wrote.
Yeah. What is it? You have to get like 3 or 2 headshots and
then
it reloads or something like that.
Automatically. Yeah. And then it turned into, okay, now it reloads, but it takes ammo from your reserves.
From your reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now it's like you have to hit all 3 headshots or all 3 crits, and then you have to, and then it reloads for you. So yeah, why are you blaming us for the rules you wrote, dude? That's how it's designed to be, man. Even what's that other gun? Oh man, the one where it had unlimited ammo. But when you were on that last bullet, instead of taking bullets, it took your health. Remember what that one was called?
What? There's a gun like that?
Yeah, it was the one that we used in the raid on the ship. Remember?
It took your health.
Because there were parts where we had like unlimited health, and while we had that unlimited health, we had to do a bunch of DPS. So I think that was like the point of it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I forgot what that gun was. But I think they nerfed that eventually too, because it used to be if you jumped into a Titan shield and you jumped out, it would take parts of the Titan shield, you know, instead of your health. But they nerfed that too, to where it takes away your health, but you can't see your health because it's underneath your Titan shield. So you would just die at one point or another and not know when you were about to die. So yeah, I don't know. Questionable decisions. Again, I think they're made with, you know, certain directions in mind, where you really shouldn't have to balance things in PvE and PvP the same way, dude. But
yeah,
shit, who knows, man? Bungie's been doing this for how many years at this point? When did Destiny, the first one, come out? 2012, 2013?
Was it that long? Holy shit, I don't remember. I remember I was trying to convince you to get the game.
Yeah.
At the very beginning.
And I remember I bought a PlayStation 4 just to play the game, dude. Let me see. Let me check something. But yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah, you guys were trying to convince me to get the game. I think I played the beta at your house or something like that too.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I did end up buying it. Let me see something here, though. We can see. Because I remember... Huh. How long ago was that? So I just want to say, too, man, that means that they were building Destiny to be this 10-year game. They might be close to it, dude.
Well, they fulfilled their promise, but...
It was either 2013. Yeah, it might be 2013 then. So yeah, they're 4 more years away from making it to their 10-year promise, dude. But that doesn't even matter anymore because I feel like that was a promise they made for Activision, and now Bungie isn't even with Activision anymore. They're like independent, I think now. So
That's what I was like hoping they're gonna start fresh or at least try to pick up the pieces.
mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like, I guess there's so much work to be undone technically. You know, like what we were not satisfied with, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like we wanted more story, but they gave like too much of a linear story, so they have to undo that, expand the lore, and will give us all the weapons that we liked and probably our previous progress, because they just wiped us all of our progress and then you started anew. It's like, man, all of that hard work just disappeared, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be interesting because undoubtedly they're gonna come out with Destiny 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that they're gonna take everything that made 1 and 2 great, get rid of all the bullshit, and make the perfect game finally? Or do you think it's just gonna start over like square one, where we hate the game, they patch it, we love the game, they bring back all the old features? Do you think they've learned by now, or we're still gonna be shit out of luck?
Shoot, that's tricky because it's like the first time they started the game, we didn't really. There's a lot of things that need to be improved, but then they were improving as we were going along. But the thing is the lore was so vast. Mm-hmm, everything was up to our imagination, and we were building this world with our imagination. Mm-hmm. But I think number 2 was like everything is more defined. It was set in front of us, given to us, and then it's like we didn't really have too much to think. It was just like go here, go there, point A, point B, kill everything. But then I remember in number 1, like we were just exploring, this abandoned building or something like that, or why are we fighting the Cabal? Like, what are they doing? They're looking for something, and I don't know. That's what I really liked, from at least from number 1. And then the thing is that everyone was still there. We're building everything together, and all of the guns that they're releasing felt like it meant something, But in number 2, I think we talked about this. Is like how the guns is like, oh, you got a great gun. Oh, good, because it's not going to be worth anything as soon as you level up and get the next bigger gun, and the next bigger gun. The number 1 felt like you had a variety of things to choose from. This one is like, okay, this gun is really the best. We can only choose from this gun, this category gun, kind of thing. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I hope that they've learned from all their mistakes, dude. And Destiny 3 is just the perfect game, man. Because they're gonna lose a lot of faith out there.
Yeah.
If they come out and it's just the same old story as before, dude. I think they almost have to introduce time traveling, where it's like one of the oh man, what's that race now? The robots that can time travel?
Vex.
Yeah, one of the Vex comes around and is like, guys, you ruined the future. Come back with me and change it all back.
Oh, there you go. That's how they can undo it. Yeah.
They kind of did it. They kind of visited that story with Osiris in Destiny 2. Oh man, that tells you how far I am from this shit, right? I remember when I bought Destiny 2, I bought the whole season pass, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that means I had access to all the DLC, right? I did not play any of the DLCs, man. I think I rushed through that shit so quick just to see what the new guns were. I think there were 3. I only played 1.5 of them because the Osiris one was the one that I like kind of gave up on. I remember he was flying around throwing Kamehamehas everywhere, and I was like, "All right, dude, no, I'm not doing this, man. What is Destiny turned into, dude?" But that's funny. But yeah, I think a time traveling kind of story arc where they see the future and it's turned into shit, and they're like, all right, we got to prevent this. We got to see what's going on. And it turns out that fucking like the Vanguard guy, what's his name? Zavala, he's turned crazy. and we have to kill them, dude. That would be insane. Just turn those guys into the bad guys, man.
And then we have Cade 6 back.
Yep. Cade 6 is back. Yeah. Kind of like in, what is it? Mortal Kombat 11. How they go back in time because Raiden's turned into a bad guy, you know?
Yeah.
In Destiny. We have to go back in time because Zavala turned out to be a bad guy. That would be insane, dude. That would be insane. Because he's like, we got to protect the tower. No one's allowed to leave. If you leave, we kill you. And they just fucking kill people everywhere, man. That would be crazy, dude. That would be good times.
Shit, yeah.
But yeah, so Destiny 2, nerfing guns, as always, dude. I lost my list here. What else is going on? Red Dead Online is finally out of beta, man.
What? Wait.
Just this
when
week.
did this come? This game came out
Just
last year, right? Or something like that?
I want to say, when did November?
Like December.
Or October?
November? Yeah.
And I think that means the online came out about a month after that, but it was in beta. Don't get it twisted. It was in beta the whole time. And it's finally come out of beta. So yeah, it came out, I think online came out around November. And just this past week, some updates were made, and it's not Red Dead 2 online beta anymore. It's regular now.
That's what I was wondering. Like, how come it was in beta for that long? I don't remember the first Red Dead game being in beta. It was just like, here you go.
Yeah.
You know, everything is completely completed.
Yeah.
Is it because game companies have super crazy deadlines now?
I think, yeah, that, and I think the scope is a lot bigger. I think, for all intents and purposes, dude, online mode is just another story mode, you know? Everything you're doing online, it's you make a character for it, and it's like you're running around the world doing a story as that made-up character. You just end up cooperating with other people in the world, you know?
Yeah.
But I think the scope is a lot bigger. Expectations are a lot bigger, too. They made that crazy online world for GTA 5. And GTA Online is like... I bet you Rockstar doesn't have to make another video game ever in their lives, dude. Like, the amount of billions they made from GTA Online has got to be insane, you know?
Yeah.
So I think there's just expectations, man, of them having to get it right. And if it's not right when it first comes out, we'll just chalk it up to it being a beta, you know? It'll get all the or no blame and all the credit, dude.
Damn.
Kind of like how Fortnite is technically still in beta, or DayZ is still in beta. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
PUBG is in beta still, or something like that. You know, it's still in alpha mode or something where, it's you know, you can play it. If there's anything wrong with the game, don't blame us, dude. You're playing it in beta mode.
Damn. Yeah.
So I think that's why they put the tag on there. But yeah, I might have to jump back into this because there's ponchos, baby, and I love ponchos, dude. My goal, well, not my goal in life, but like one of my short-term purchases that I want to make here. You know Sherlock Holmes, dude?
Yeah.
You know, like the classic Sherlock Holmes thing where he has that like he's wearing like a suit, right? But he has that overcoat on that doesn't have any sleeves or anything. It looks like a poncho.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to buy one of those, dude. Just roll out.
You better have his pipe and
Yeah,
a
dude.
hat.
Yeah, well, no hat, because I'm gonna have a hood on the poncho, you know. But it's not gonna be a poncho that's as long as my whole torso. It's just gonna come up to like my chest or something, you know. And I fold my arms and it stays under the poncho. Just real Sherlock Holmes style, dude.
Just call it Herlock Soames or something like that.
But in Red Dead, it's more, I think, Mexican ponchos, which are always cool too, dude. You know.
Maybe you can edit it or something like that.
Oh yeah, to just all be one color. I used to watch what do you call it? Or you know Del Mar Fair, which is coming up, by the way.
Woo.
Next in a couple weeks or something like that. But they always sell the ponchos over there too, man. I might have to buy another one this year.
Yeah.
Because I have one. And just those are so big, dude. It's hard to fold them and put them in a drawer. And you don't want to hang them because then it makes all your clothes like smell like whatever the poncho's made out of, dude.
Did you wear a poncho when you visited Mexico?
No, I didn't.
Mm.
It's hot out there, man. And those things are like made out of fucking horsehair wool or something, dude.
Damn.
But yeah, dude, good times. Are you ever gonna jump in? You haven't even finished Red Dead, the story mode, huh?
Nope, I'm on like
Oh,
chapter
shit.
4 or something like that, man. I got
Damn, dude.
so sidetracked. I forgot what happened. It was like around December. What did we play? We played a lot of something. Maybe Monster Hunter or
Maybe.
yeah. And then another game came out, and then that's where we were playing. I forgot. See, so many games came out and didn't play. I have a backlog of these games.
It just keeps building, dude. Sekiro is slowly gonna get added to that list, dude. Holy shit, that's wild, man. What else is going on? John Wick is gonna be in Fortnite. I feel like it was already a skin in there when John Wick first came out, dude. So that's just insane. Fortnite isn't everything too, man. Fortnite was in Avengers, dude. That's
Was
kind
it?
of crazy.
Oh yeah. It was.
Remember the Thor's little like bachelor pad they were playing fucking thing, and they were yelling at Noob Hunter 69 or something like that.
Yeah.
Over the mic. So that's insane. Fortnite's everywhere. But I think it's at its peak, dude. I think Fortnite's about to crash soon, dude. Like that game is about to die out soon. I think there's only so much more they could add to keep people interested. You know what I mean?
That's funny because it's like Overwatch was a big thing, and then I don't hear Overwatch as much as anything really. So
Yeah.
now it's Fortnite, and then now I hear a lot of people talking about Apex, and it's like I guess we all have a short attention span, and we keep moving on to game, but how do you sustain a game for so long? You know?
The weird thing is Overwatch is still popping because they have a league, you know?
Yeah.
And when the league first started up, all the games were just played in LA, right? At the Coliseum. At whatever Blizzard Activision Coliseum they have or whatever.
Yeah.
Now the teams actually play in their own cities. So they're technically spending more money per game because they have to fly out all the people, you know, to play this shit. So I don't know. I don't know where they got all the money to fund all that, but it's got to be popping still, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess because like when I went there, you know, the crowd was literally the size of a movie theater. You know, I would have expected it to be huge, like Comic-Con or something like that. At least a huge audience. But yeah, it was not too much people that went to these finals and things like that. So,
Well, they got to get money somewhere, so or else they wouldn't be able to afford all these like, you know, stadiums every weekend and things like that. Like, think about it, dude. The logistics of like hosting an event like that every weekend at a different city. Because if all the teams play in LA, that's all right, dude. You know, didn't you say it was like a 6-hour thing where like 6 teams played against each other at once or something like that, or during the same session? So in this one,
like 40 people, 50 people inside that whole thing.
Yeah. So then if you think about this, so 40, 80 people, that's cool because they pay one price for a ticket and they watch like 6 teams play. You can kind of save some money, right? Now think about it on the other side of things. If you're having these guys travel and, you know, a team from New York plays a team in Houston, just in Houston, you're not going to fly out more than one team out to Houston, right? So now you have like the same people selling food, the same people using the cameras, the same commentators, all that, just for one set of games, dude. That's a lot of money, man. So I don't know how this is gonna. That's got to crash soon, or maybe that's why they canceled. Didn't they cancel Heroes of the Storm? Is that what it was? They canceled that. So they canceled the competitive league so Overwatch competitive league can live. Maybe that's how it goes, dude. You just cannibalize all of your other games just for Overwatch, man. I would hate to be the person that makes that decision though, because that's kind of rough. Because I hear all this stuff about Fortnite World Cup, and that doesn't look exciting at all, dude. I feel like nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
Because the way they count points in that is kind of weird too. It's off of kills and wins. So technically, if you get a lot of kills but you never win a game, you can win the whole thing. I just don't know if that's a good system to have, dude. They should have the system where, yeah, anyone can win it. You just have to be lucky enough to survive in the end. Even if you only kill one person. That'd be so funny if that happened, though. Like some 6-year-old
That sounds like
kid.
Tetris 99. Yep.
Yeah.
6-year-old kid hiding, and he accidentally throws a grenade somewhere, and then you ended up at that grenade spot. So
that'd be hilarious, dude. So yeah, man. I've still never. Well, no, yeah, I've never played Fortnite actually. I've only played H1Z1, dude. And once I won a game, I was done. What else is going on? Nintendo Switch vouchers, dude. So you could buy 2 games and save $15. Is that how that one works?
2 game or buy the voucher for $100 and get 2 games. So you're saving $20-ish when you buy games online.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's still valid, but still, like, that's kind of good if you're looking to buy games that never go on sale, you know, because Switch games, certain Switch games, like the popular ones, they hardly ever go on sale. And that's like maybe during Christmas they'll do like $5 off kind of thing. So, yep.
All right, what 2 games would you buy, and what would you use the $20 for?
Oh man, dude, I have a list of of a bunch of games. I even have like a fishing game that I'm really kind of looking at.
Wait,
and I was like, man, I need to get that that cardboard rod.
Wait, but you can't use a voucher for that, can you?
Or is I don't know. It's only like $30.
Oh,
yeah, okay. So I think I would have to use it on like Mario Kart or something, or the popular games that I really couldn't get, or I don't want to get because it's still pretty pricey.
Yeah.
And I still haven't played certain games yet that, like Breath of the Wild, and everyone's like getting mad at me. So yeah, I need to play that.
Oh, because that's true. So yeah, so Mario Kart. What else? What would be the second game? The second $60 game you'd buy?
Let me get back to you on that because I'm gonna bust out my Switch right now.
What would I buy? I think I would buy like an RPG. There's got to be a JRPG on there that I haven't bought yet. Fire Emblem isn't the RPG yet, right? It's just the beat 'em up game.
Fire Emblem?
Oh, Xenoblade. I mean, I would buy Xenoblade. That's what I would buy, dude. And maybe Mario Kart because everybody does have Mario Kart, and you could play that.
Oh yeah, Xenoblade is but I think that game is right now $40 or something like that.
Really? So that's on sale?
Well, that's the price that it's kind of stayed at. So it's just the other games that are, I don't know, that a lot of people buy. I guess it stays at their $60 mark.
Are they all the Nintendo first party games, like all the Mario games and all that?
Yeah, like the first party games. That's what it is. Yeah.
Damn. If Xenoblade isn't $60, then what the fuck? That's like you spend $100 for nothing then. Unless there's, well, yeah. What are you looking at your list right now?
Yeah, my controller is dying. What the heck? It's been plugged in. Damn, I have a lot. I have Steins Gate. Oh yeah, New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. That came this year, January.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, what do you call it? Mario Maker 2 is about to come out too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, The World Ends With You. I remember that one got really good reviews, but that's only $50.
Yeah.
Dark Souls, that's $40. Damn, there's not that. Bayonetta, that got a perfect score, but that's only $50.
There you go. Yeah.
Shit. It's only Mario that's $60, and Zelda is full price. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're very limited. Yeah.
Damn, I am very little. Shit.
Because that's true. There wouldn't be too many games on Switch that I would buy for $60 at least. Dude, what if they came out with... So one thing with all this talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake that's going around, Rick and I have always been trying to play fucking Crisis Core. We just have never been able to find it, but Rick finally found it. And what if they came out with Crisis Core on the Switch, dude?
Oh yeah, I'm buying that like full throttle, no matter what. Even if it's like $70, I'm like, yeah, I'm totally already have it pre-ordered at that point. But I was actually thinking of creating those arcade, like my own personal arcade, like with Alan.
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a tabletop. And I was like looking at the specs, and all you need is like just a small computer, like maybe a Raspberry Pi, have a monitor, and then have the frame. And I was gonna try to throw in every kind of emulate. I mean, I'm not doing this illegally, but have an emulator, maybe PSP or something like that, and play everything on the arcade, which would be pretty cool. So
let me see. Let me see.
Wondering
What the fuck? Where's the price?
Which game are you looking for?
Wargroove. I just remembered that was on the Switch.
It's that's the other game. Yeah.
If that game is full price, then that would be the one of them. But what the fuck? How are you gonna list this with no price? Okay, that's taking me to another website. Let's see.
That was the other game that Anthony recommended. It was like a tactics kind of game.
Yeah. It's like Advance Wars, and then I think all the old maps from Advance Wars. You can basically create maps, and people can play on your maps and try to beat them and stuff like that. But what the fuck? How is this game? Oh wait, no, I was looking at the wrong thing. There we go. Boom. That's what I need to look for. Still no price. Yo, Nintendo eShop has to be the worst.
$20.
It's $20. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then there you go. I still have nothing to use these vouchers for. It's a good thing we did our research, dude.
That's what I was saying. Like, I was looking at my list. I was like, damn, these games are all like less than $20 or something.
Yeah. That shit is funny, dude. It's like, all right, I got $100 I could use, and you only use like 5 of it. You're like, all right, why did I do this? Should have just bought the game straight up, man.
Shoot.
Interesting. I guess if you missed out on Mario Odyssey or fucking what do you call it, Breath of the Wild or Mario Party. How much is Mario Party right now? Did that
I'm guessing I think that's still roughly maybe $60. I don't know. Oh, Mario Tennis. That's the other game I wanted. That's $60.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So anything that's Mario.
Yeah, anything that's Mario, $60. Yep, Mario Party, $60.
Mario Maker 2. Is that whenever that comes out? I think they just had a Nintendo Switch Direct for that recently. But yeah, Mario Maker 2 and Mario Kart would probably be the ones that I'd buy. And then with the $20, I'd probably buy myself a pizza just to eat while I'm playing those games.
Dude, that sounds good right now. I actually bought a pizza from Rouse.
Oh, yeah?
Oh. Yeah.
You're gonna make it on the pizza cooker, dude?
Hell yeah, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna sell that you guys gotta get a pizza cooker.
What did I cook something in the other day? Oh, I cooked like broccoli, chicken, and rice all in the same rice cooker, dude. It was amazing, man.
Oh,
all in one,
yeah. See, that's an amazing idea.
Just do it all in one thing. It's so much fun. So yeah, speaking of Final Fantasy VII Remake, there's a debate going on right now on the internet. I don't know if you've seen this, dude. Whether you need to tag stuff with spoilers for Final Fantasy VII, like story-wise and stuff like that. What do you think, man? Do you think any discussion on Final Fantasy VII you have to tag with spoilers?
Wait a minute. Is this the website, or are these like fans that are asking other people to do it?
No, yeah. Just people talking to each other in forums like Reddit, GameSpot, 4chan probably too. Just people talking to each other about, whether they should warn people about what they're talking about before they start talking about it. Just so not spoiled for the game.
I guess so. Because there's still half the other audience that never played the game that really wanted to play it, but they missed it, during their time. But yeah, because then that way they can experience the game like in full throttle versus like, oh yeah, I already know X, Y, this happens kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's pretty cool, like the community getting together and you have to tag a spoiler on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to stop anybody, especially people who are even looking up the trailers.
Yeah.
You already have news articles and all that. They're already writing. I see that in my daily feed of my Apple News. Like, it's just lots of trailers for Final Fantasy VII and their theories on it.
But see, in that case, then it's the person's choice for clicking on those, right? And since they're clicking those, should those say, oh, we have a spoiler for Final Fantasy VII in here, by the way, don't look past this part? Or do you think they should just freely write, by the way, spoiler alert, oh, hey, yeah, Aeris dies at this part, You know what I mean?
Mm.
Or should they just not put that warning at all in there?
Oh, they should put the warning in, I guess, because then I don't know. I don't even know why the person is even there to begin with.
Because
Like me, I don't go trying to browse video games, Reddit when I haven't even played it, kind of thing. I have to play it first, and then I can say, "Oh, okay, I'm at this and this and this." Then, if they're playing the game and they're at a certain part,
I think that's what scares me more than anything is that there's a lot of people out there who haven't played Final Fantasy VII. You know, like this, and I think that's what's going to ruin the game. If anything can ruin the game, that's what it's going to be. Is that it's been overhyped for all these years, and it's going to be someone who's never played it before, who's just going to jump in and say, oh man, I know my older cousins or my uncles talk about this game as being their favorite, having these high expectations and then playing it and saying, dude, this game sucks. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I think that's the main thing that's going to hold Final Fantasy VII Remake down. And I'm just nervous for that. Because it was never meant for a casual fan, right? And that's what I think. Video games are more and more casual these days. So
yeah, and that's the thing. Back when it was first released, I don't know, our era was different.
Mm-hmm.
So I think currently now it's changed. Like when I was playing with my nephews, and I asked them how come they don't play with Mario, they're like, "Oh yeah, I don't play those kind of games, or I don't play Sonic." And I was like, what? Those are like really popular, but it's because our generation liked it, but not theirs. So it's like if we bring stuff back from our generation, they'll like it maybe, but not for a casual gamer because they're spoiled with everything like Fortnite and Apex.
Yeah. No, I think that's exactly it too. Is we bought games or we had games that fulfilled specific purposes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we had a game that was a platform where you could jump around and collect stuff. We had a game where you could shoot stuff, like the difference between Contra and Mario or Sonic. We had fighting games. We had like puzzle games, all games with like a specific purpose. Nowadays, I feel like for a game to be successful, it has to be all of those at once. Right? Because we're so spoiled. A game isn't good unless it has an open world where every NPC has dialogue that's voice acted.
Exactly.
You have to be able to have a karma system where you can get 5 different endings depending on your choices. The choices have to be subtle. We can't just make one choice that changes the whole game for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like there's too many boxes that have to be checked to make a successful game. And Final Fantasy's never been for that. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of people are going to go in suspecting that. When in all reality, dude, I think Final Fantasy VII, the original game, is less than 2 gigs, man. Like there was not much you could do back then with technology. You can't expect the most from this game. So I think that's, after thinking about it, that's what like the most fear I have is just like the casual gamer getting a hold of this and just, trashing the game. And we all know how self-conscious Square Enix is, right?
Yeah.
I think there was a report that came out because I think their fiscal year just ended, their business year just ended. So I think they estimated to make like 13 million in profits off of Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy 15 or something like that. And I think they made 10 million and they thought they were failures. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So they're like super duper hard on themselves. So I don't know. I think as long as they have that core fan base, they should just be cool with it. This is really make it or break it, I think, for them, for real. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. But either way, I'm excited for the game to come out, dude. Do you think, dude, what if Aeris doesn't even die in Final Fantasy VII Remake?
That would change a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of like maybe the story and maybe the drive. I don't know. That would definitely change. Maybe they would change that part at the request of fans, but I'm not sure. That was like pretty memorable, like
Yeah.
momentum. I forgot, but basically, if they start changing the story and not, I don't know how fans will deal with that. That's like my favorite game being changed, and it's like, man, I missed this part. It's great that they changed it, but then there's gonna be the other people that are like, no, this should have happened. This should have been done, kind of thing. So who knows? It might have a good or really bad feedback.
It'll either be maybe not change it where Tushy doesn't die, but make her die at a different part. Like have her die earlier or later, just like when you don't expect it. You know what I mean? Just throw a little bit of a curveball there, right? Because I think the
chanting of flower and then bam,
right at the beginning of the game, dude. She's like, "Are you okay? Here's a flower." Boom, she just gets
boom. Sephiroth is like right there.
Because what I think is gonna make Final Fantasy VII Remake the most successful is if they do it the way Resident Evil 2 did it, where everything's not exactly the same, but there's still hints of what the original game was in there. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Where like they took away a lot of rooms in the police station that don't make sense. You know, like why is there a janitor's closet here instead of an office? You know, it's a police station. They don't need a janitor's closet this big. You know, like just the layout of the whole thing didn't make sense. But now, in retrospect, they can change things around and have the story flow a little bit better.
Yeah,
and have it make more sense, which I think they'll ultimately do, since they are going to make it different parts and make it a little bit more evidently linear. I don't think Yuffie and Vincent are going to be completely optional anymore. I think you have to pick them up. So yeah, I mean, my expectations are tempered for it. But yeah, my dream.
Oh man, they're gonna be episodes.
Yeah,
Yuffie and Vincent. I bet.
No way, dude. Nah,
yep, you're gonna have to buy. Yep.
Not the
way
that
buy
15 is. Not the way that 15 is. Because why would you play back if it's happening during the story, dude? I wouldn't.
No, they're gonna play their part, and then it's gonna go up to the point where they do get added to your party. So and then you can be allowed to add them to your party if you have to play their story.
I'm not mad at that, actually. I would actually do that. Because how does Vincent end up in the coffin? I don't remember that. Isn't he just chasing his girlfriend or something?
I forget. I think he was there for like 30 years or something.
Yeah, he was sleeping there for a long time, dude.
So maybe like, you play all of his story, and then all of a sudden, he lays in the coffin, and then 30 years pass.
And then that's where you get him in. Oh, that would actually be sick.
And then you open it. You open his coffin, and then he sees Cloud, and it's like, boom, end.
I have to fucking
$29.99.
I have to fucking play. That's $29.99. I have to play Final Fantasy VII again. How does she end up in that cave, dude?
I have no idea.
Because remember, you have to get his final limit break from her, in like that random cave that you can only get to in the submarine. Huh. Yeah, I have no idea. And then Yuffie, you just got her from like a random battle.
Forest.
Yeah, in the forest. And you could even tell her, or there's like, you have to make choices in the dialogue with her, and you could fuck it up and she could leave, right?
There you go.
Like if you go and you try to help her up, you're like, she's whining about something, and you could try to help her up after beating her, and she like trips you and runs away, so you don't get her. And it has to be, I think there's 3 questions. You have to get them all exactly right. In order to unlock her. So that's $10.99
to do a retry.
$10.99 to do a retry? No way. Square does that. They're dead in the water, dude. That's so crazy. That would be fucking funny, though, man. It's like putting in a quarter every time you fight Yuffie, dude. But, yeah, man. And then, dude, the biggest question right now, too, is Tifa, bro. Do you think they'll show her at E3, dude?
Maybe, yeah, like a glimpse. That's why they were saying coming summer kind of thing. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely, I think that's what's going to be their whole convention going to be about.
It's just going to be about Tifa and their design choices and why.
And then they'll be like, what do you think? And there's going to be like 3 different versions.
That would be funny, man. If they, they let you choose what kind of Tifa you want to be in your game, man. If you want fucking Advent Children Tifa, original Tifa, or like Tifa
A
wearing
new-
pants and long sleeve shirts, dude.
Yep.
That would be kind of hilarious, man. Well, we will see, dude. That's probably the next game I'm gonna buy, man. After Monster Hunter World,
Yep.
because right now we're kind of partying like it's 2007 out here, man. Back in the City of Heroes, just super heavy, man. World of Warcraft Classic Beta is out, so there's a lot of people playing that, dude. How have your adventures been in Heroes, man?
Awesome. Until we had that awkwardness last night when that party team member was just like, I don't know what was going on. Were they really friends? Because there's like one guy and he was dissing the other guy, and I thought it was a joke that he was just joking around, but then he was laughing at his own joke, so that's what made it awkward too. Nobody in the team was responding, and it was just him and the other guy going at it, and he would just like make jokes of his own joke and then laugh. And then I was like, yeah, Brent, let's just come on, man. Let's just leave this party.
We couldn't just leave the party, dude. We had a good group going. We had good XP coming in, man.
Shit. I that's the thing. I was like, is it valuable to have that XP? I don't know, because this awkwardness is Terrace House beyond level. So I was like, please just shoot me now, kind sir. Please kill me. Let me die in the middle of battle so I can go to the hospital and quit team.
So I think someone said something, the healer was like, all right, everybody stay nice and tight. And then this guy said, oh yeah, like your mom. Some bullshit, right? Just some stupid ass thing, which I don't know. Some people could still find funny, maybe we're just old and washed up. And then the same guy said a random thing. He said, give me a green or something like that. Or thanks for the revive or something. Just something completely random. And to himself, he says, like your mom, and laughs. All to himself, dude.
All to himself.
The same
and no
name
one responds.
3 times in a word. Yeah, just doesn't respond. And I think that's what killed Rick the most.
Yeah. And I was like, please, just kill me now. Kill him or kill me. Come on, man.
One of us has to go, dude.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny, man. But yeah, I mean, as I mentioned earlier, there's no way I'm going to get into any new video game anytime soon. Just really started diving into the what do you call it, the enhancements, man, and I realized I'm super poor.
Dude, I'm even more. I'm like in the 100,000 range. Yeah, I know you guys are like talking about your millions, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of spent $1 million, and it ends up it was like I can't even slot it to my character, man. So
yeah, I think I'm finding it worth now. I mean, I think I'm level 38 on my mastermind right now, and it's gonna take me forever to get from 38 to 50. So I'm investing in some kind of mid-tier enhancement sets right now to get some decent enhancement bonuses. And dude, I'll show you when we play later, but it's being a mastermind, it's gotten way better since I've gotten those new enhancements, man. Do you have any complete sets yet?
no, the ones I want cost 10 million for just the recipe, and then $1 million for some of their ingredients. I was like, man, this is the stuff I really want. And then I was looking at it. That's only at level 30.
Yeah.
When that's gonna cost crazy amount is gonna be at like 50 to 53. And I'm like, man, this is like a pipe dream at this point, because only one of them costs a lot, and it's good because I'm a healing brute, a healing tank. So technically the set I want is all healing involved, and it increases a lot of the regeneration, but still it's a lot. A lot.
You wouldn't settle for something a little bit weaker, dude?
I tried. I looked at the weaker ones. The weakest one I saw was like 1 million. And I was like, that is waste. Yeah, like if you look at, I looked at each of the healing sets, and they're all majority of them really good. all of them were pretty good. And I was like, damn it, I need all of this because they increased the regeneration rate by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, damn it.
That's interesting. I just finished one. Let me see what it is. I finished a set called Harmonized Healing. That one wasn't too bad. But I don't think that one has regeneration on it. I think it just has recovery on it.
Yeah, like I don't run out of blue as much unless I'm fighting Freak Show. But yeah, I barely run out of blue fighting other enemies.
Here, dude, just look at what my powers say now, dude. On the bottom, since I have these sets, it's kind of funny, man. I don't know why they advertise your bonus sets under your powers. I don't think that should count. They should just show the powers that you choose from fucking the power pools. You know what I mean?
Well, people probably want to, know what kind of sets you've been picking up.
None of their business, dude. They want to be like that's you. The thing too. It's not like you can look at each other's enhancement setup at all. There's not like you could right click someone and see how they set up their enhancements. You know what I mean?
See, that's the thing. Like looking at yours, I'm finding it to be awesome that I can look at all this extra bonus stuff. Because then it's like, oh yeah, I already know what's in a your power set. I already know what Mastermind has for robots, ninjas, but this other stuff is like interesting, like to read. Like, oh, you have huge toxic defense, you got tiny improvement regeneration bonus. I think that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe I'm a traditionalist, dude. I think it just floods my powers. You should just pay attention to the ninjas and the radiation emission, dude.
Because everyone knows what your radiation is. Everyone already knows.
So yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to dive more in. But the sets I got were fairly cheap. I think I didn't spend more than 1 million for all the sets that I got.
What?
So it's not bad. Yeah, like I'm saying, dude. I just settled for the mid tier stuff just to get through leveling, And then maybe once I hit 50, then I'll, really spend out all the money on the expensive ones. Because then there's the one I got was Harmonized Healing, right? That's the set I got for healing. And then there's is it Numina's Touch or something like that?
That's the expensive ones.
You can get that one at 30, but it's gonna cost like fucking
10
million for one piece. So I'm like, I'll work my way up to that, dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm using only IOs right now. Like, not too much worried about getting the sets.
Mm-hmm.
Just when I reach to like between 40 and 50, then I'll start worrying about it.
Yeah, I just haven't been able to find something that's good, for pets that aren't part of like sets. So I think that's what I'm going for there. I've slowly started unlocking the archetype origin enhancements, man. So I've finally made a decision, thanks to the help of Rick. I'm gonna stick to Mastermind. So all the work I put in on my Dominator, I'm just gonna pass it off to my Mastermind. I bought a few, or I bought one. I think I had like 150 merit points, so I bought one enhancement for my Mastermind on my Dominator, just to pass that over. So we're in it to win it, man.
Heck yeah.
And then after that, I'm gonna make a Stalker, dude, and just be completely anti-Dustin, man. Although psionic melee is kind of sick. It's literally Psylocke from X-Men, dude. You just have these energy blades that come out of your wrists and shit like that, dude.
Yeah, because I think majority of the enemies don't have psionic resistance.
Yeah.
Including if you do PvP, there's not a lot of people that have that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because, man, I don't think anything is immune to or has a defense against it or like damage resistance against it. I think that's why Super Reflexes was so good, because it's just overall defense. It's not specific resistance to like toxic or heat or cold or anything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting, man, to see how our futures play out, dude. I see these, level 50 raids and fucking events go on in the Ricky Warzone. I just can't wait to get in there, dude. It's gonna be good times, man. Um, but yeah, you been playing anything else, man, other than City Heroes? Have you been trying to get thing?
Ooh, the event for Monster Hunter World. I've
Mm-hmm.
been trying to get the legend stuff, and I saw a video of a guy using the Plunder Blade, and so he was using his cat to just constantly attack the and try to steal some
Uh-huh.
stuff off of him. And it's been working. Like, I've been dying, but it's been working. I've been getting stuff, and you don't have to complete the mission.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just wondering, like, how true it is if you can get the rare stuff that I really need, the mutagen, and that allows you to get the layered armor for Geralt.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, dude, I need your guys' help to get that.
Wait, how do you get that? You get that only by beating him?
Yes, and that is from the difficult legend one, not the story
okay.
mode. It was because I remember last time we tried, you were using a light bow gun,
Uh-huh.
and I think it was me, you, Russ, Eric, and me, and then we rotated between Eric and Dustin, but we just never really been able to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
yep,
I think it's
Need
just cheap because you can only buff up your armor to a certain point, right?
yeah,
But this guy just kills you in one hit, and every time you stand next to him, you're taking damage over time because of his dumbass crows, dude.
Yep.
So,
So I was like, maybe I'll be ranged too. So we would just all be ranged and start shooting him from afar.
yeah, I might do that. Just stick to it as well, man.
Just keep running. All of us just running and shooting. That'd be pretty cool.
I don't know if see, that's the only thing about using the gun. It's like it costs so much money, dude. Like the
Yeah.
logistics behind one bullet is like millions of gold coins, dude. You're like, fuck, man. So that's kind of funny, dude. We were playing Strange Brigade not too long ago before we found out that City Hero. Isn't that funny how a few weeks ago we were struggling to look for a game to play together, and now that City Heroes is back, we're just playing that thing all day, every day, dude.
Dude, yeah, we were playing all yesterday, and
Yeah.
I was like, I almost got into League for a second.
It's crazy, dude. See, that's crazy. But yeah, we had to resort to playing Strange Brigade, which we had our fun with. I think we had a good time playing that game. But when I bought that game, there was like a sale by that developer, and that same developer made Sniper Elite. So I bought Sniper Elite 3 and 4 and Strange Brigade all for like $35 or something like that. It was fairly cheap. And so yesterday, I think I was getting ready, or I was finishing up eating lunch. No one else was really online yet. Dustin said that he had to run some errands, so he was going to be back on later last night, which still waiting on Dustin, dude, to come back. And I started playing Sniper Elite, and that game is fucking kind of fun, dude. The way you just, aim at stuff, try to stealth into a good vantage point, hold your breath, and then when you shoot, you hit the shot when you go into like this bullet time, and it shows the bullet like hitting the person in the face and coming out the back of their skull, and the bullet's like all crushed up and shit, dude. It's kind of wild, man. It's kind of wild. And I think you could turn it off to where it doesn't do that all the time, but it never gets old, dude. I think I'll kill 10 guys in a mission, and every guy I kill, it does that slow-mo bullet time shit. I love it every time.
Is there scenes where like you shoot and he's like kind of ducking and it goes over his head while he's trying to pick up a banana
You know what?
or something?
No, but they should do that, dude, where they fake you out. They make it seem like you hit the guy, but you actually totally miss. That would be great, dude.
You shave his mustache.
Do one of those where you just take his nose off, just like
Oh shit.
That would be kind of funny, dude. But yeah, I mean, as Rick was talking about earlier, the backlogs are still in effect, dude. He still has to beat Sekiro.
Yep.
I
Red
was
Dead.
I was an idiot and bought Witcher 3, you know,
Oh man.
without beating it. The Surge came out for free on PlayStation. I've been talking about wanting to try that game for a while. And in the midst of all that too, I kind of want to start a new Final Fantasy VII run, man.
Wait. You got to do Crisis Core, and then you can start that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, actually, that would be the proper order, right? Because
Yep.
Crisis Core is the prequel to Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. So, shit, dude. Like I said, no new video games until September, maybe.
Yep.
R.I.P., dude. What a time. Oh man, that would be crazy though if you got into League, man. Then you would have said the same thing to us yesterday. Oh, I'll be back on later tonight. Psych, guys. Tonight is the finals, so I'm not gonna play. Fucking RIP, dude. But yeah, man. I think that's all I got. You got anything else, man?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, I just saw something crazy right now. But we'll see you guys next week. Until then, Rick, some words of wisdom.
You're gonna go grocery shopping. Check the weather.